The moment our hero's tentacles reached toward the antenna bug, the creature visibly flinched. A jolt of panic ran through its body as it instantly realized it had been attacked. Almost at once, it began releasing a signal, a sharp and urgent call for help. But before that signal could fully spread, the hero's tentacles latched onto the antenna bug's body, one after another, burrowing in and tightening their grip as they tried to seize complete control over it. The sight was so overwhelming that several people standing nearby froze on the spot, their mouths hanging open in disbelief. The rest were just as stunned, their minds struggling to process what they were witnessing. One of them finally muttered, his voice trembling, "Is that really a human?" Before the words had even settled in the air, another man suddenly noticed a deep, rumbling sound coming from behind them. He turned sharply, eyes widening as he said, "I'm hearing something from the back. Something's happening over there." In the very next second, fear crashed down on all of them at once. Cold sweat rolled down their faces, and sheer terror was written clearly in their expressions. Then someone spoke in a shaken voice. "A huge number of insects are coming. They're rushing here to save the antenna bug. They've already received the signal it's been attacked." Suddenly, one of them screamed toward the hero, his voice echoing through the cave. "Boss, something big is coming." As the dust in the distance slowly settled, the terrifying truth revealed itself. From straight ahead, an enormous swarm of insects was charging toward the hero and his companions, their numbers so vast it sent chills down everyone's spine. The instant the hero heard the warning, he calmly raised his other hand. In the next heartbeat, countless tentacles burst forth from his arm, surging forward like living weapons toward the incoming insects. The people watching were completely shaken, some even forgot to breathe. The tentacles slammed into the cave walls, cracking and tearing through solid stone as if it were nothing. And the moment the insects entered the range of those tentacles, there was no escape. The tentacles wrapped around their bodies from every direction, crushing and restraining them without mercy. Watching this overwhelming display of power, a man standing there whispered to the person beside him, his voice filled with awe and fear, "Tell me, who's actually stronger, the monsters, or this man?" As the moment moves slightly forward, a chilling change comes over our hero. His eyes suddenly glow a deep, vivid green, a silent signal that he has successfully taken control of the antenna bug. But in the very next instant, the antenna bug collapses and crashes onto the ground. Looking down at its lifeless body, our hero speaks calmly, almost thoughtfully. Trying to use mutation spores to control resistant individuals is still too difficult. After saying this, a faint smile appears on his face. He slowly closes his eyes, places both of his hands on his head, and continues in a low, confident voice, "But I've already located the place where the mother insect is." The moment those words leave his mouth, something terrifying happens. From his body, countless tentacles begin to emerge, writhing violently as they slam into the cave walls. Stone shatters, cracks spread like spiderwebs, and the walls begin to crumble under the sheer force. Seeing this unbelievable sight, all the people standing there are completely stunned. Fear and shock wash over their faces as they shout among themselves, "Be careful, something is definitely happening here." At that moment, the scene shifts. We see countless insects tearing into a man's body, devouring him without mercy. Before the horrifying sight can fully sink in, something changes. A sudden signal reaches the insects, and they all turn their heads in the same direction. What they sense is nothing else but the tentacles extending from our hero's body already closing in on them. The instant the insects lay eyes on those tentacles, they don't even get a chance to react. Our hero's tentacles surge forward and begin wiping them out one after another. They pierce into the insects' bodies, invading them from within, attempting to seize control. But within just a few seconds, everything becomes terrifyingly clear. Our hero abandons control altogether, and instead begins draining their energy directly into his own body. The insects rapidly wither, their forms collapsing, until they are reduced to something no thicker than sheets of paper, lifeless, empty husks scattered across the ground. The moment shifts once again, and a sharp voice echoes through the space. "What are you doing?" In the very next instant, our hero appears standing calmly ahead, a faint smile on his face. His eyes glow completely green now, shining with an eerie intensity. Hearing that voice, he smiles a little wider and says in a composed yet chilling tone, "I just loosened up this hive a bit and absorbed a massive amount of energy from the bugs. Now that the process is complete, I can finally meet you face to face." As soon as those words leave his mouth, our hero lifts one leg into the air and slams it down onto the ground with overwhelming force. The earth trembles violently. Cracks spread in every direction, and the ground beneath them begins to collapse. In the next moment, our hero and everyone else lose their footing and start falling downward into the depths. After a brief but intense descent, they emerge on the other side of the cave. Our hero lands steadily, straightens himself, and calmly brushes the dust from his clothes. His expression turns serious as he lifts his gaze and looks straight ahead. Seeing his sudden change in demeanor, everyone standing there is left completely stunned. One of them quickly asks, his voice filled with tension, "Where is the mother insect?" Hearing this, our hero answers coldly, "The mother insect is right beneath your feet." His words send a chill through them. They move forward cautiously, taking only a few steps before something enormous comes into view. A massive presence looms ahead, filling the cavern with an oppressive aura. Our hero stares at it with unwavering seriousness. That colossal entity is none other than the mother insect. And as the mother insect notices our hero, shock flashes through its monstrous form as well. In that silent, suffocating moment, the hero and the mother insect stand facing each other, their gazes locked, an inevitable confrontation finally about to begin.